Yeah.
And it's just Doug. Hey, it's Doug.
I think mute is still on as well. I don't know if anyone can hear us.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Hey!
You're not muted, just we are. All right. It didn't matter because I hadn't started the intro anyways because fucking Skype.
If Dave was better at vamping, it would have been fine.
This is the Team Objection Podcast for June 28th, 2022. It's episode 534. After some brief technical difficulties, all the prep I did and Skype fucked it all over. Pretty excited about that. Don't know if you can tell. But we're going to try our best to shrug it off because as teased last week, we have kind of a big show coming up. You may notice that there are multiple extra guests in frame, or you may have heard them if you're on the podcast version.
In frame, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
Maisie, you get an eyeball, and that's about it.
Here.
We're kind of in frame.
This is going to be very distracting for a very long period of time.
Well, I hope so, because then we'll win.
Yeah, I know. Only if you're an unprofessional like Dave.
I am unprofessional, that's true.
I've been able to take 2 shots at Dave's professionality, and it has just started. Professionality.
Wow,
Professionalism is
not even a
actually
word, dumbass.
the word. But that's okay. When you're creative like me, you can make a word out of anything.
You're like Shakespeare, really.
Wow.
And just to double check, for people in chat, you're not hearing the Skype people echo, are you? Let me know. I don't think so, but there's some weird audio things going on with them. I know their volume is fine, but the fact that they're both rising at the same time makes me a little bit curious. But it's fine. Yeah. It's all fine. This could have been avoided if it had just been Cody the first week, but it's fine. So, we're debuting the new game show. Once it starts, we're just going to be in game show mode. There's going to be no more fucking around, although we're still talking stuff. It's not, a strictest game show on the planet, but
it is.
Can I call out just, wow, Chris, like you went all out, and now you've got the sport coat on.
I bought it today.
Shit. Wow.
Well, we don't know if we want to lie yet. We got to see the trivia first.
That's right.
Maybe the whole thing's broken.
What is 2 plus 2? That's the show. Thanks for tuning in this week. We'll see you next time.
6.
I decided I'm 37 years old and I should probably have more than one sport coat, so I went and leveled up a little bit today. So here I am.
I had one sport coat for like 8 years, and then I got a job where I needed more to wear more, so then I got more. But I wouldn't otherwise.
Turns out Dave is the one with the echo. So I reiterate, who is the unprofessional here?
I don't know if that's actually echoing, though. I think that's just the soundscape he's in. I think that's okay.
Dave's fault.
He is speaking into a wall, so it's kind of inevitable. So are we, but I have different mics. That's the only difference. All right. Let's jump into it, shall we? Let's talk about how this is going to work, go over the rules and all that jazz, and we'll see how it goes. I've only run so many tests. So anyways, it's trivia night.
Now you show up a lot better.
Now we're fine.
There should be audio in the background. Everybody should be able to hear still. All that jazz.
Oh, hey, we guys should see Maisie now.
That's right.
Yay!
Wow.
Not quite as cropped to get the people into this shot. So, in Trivia Night, our contestants are going to be trying to do a whole bunch of things involving trivia. What a shocker, right? But essentially, there's going to be some different rounds, different points. We're going to keep track of all of it, and then the final round will decide everything in a format that'll be slightly familiar, but something that I've never seen before. So, they have their whiteboards. They're going to need that for certain rounds. There's going to be some timers. There's going to be some all sorts of things going on. We're going to see how well it works. I'm also going to now close the chat so that Sean cannot see it, and I expect that our contestants in remote locations will be doing the same thing. If I see anybody cheating, I will professionally murder you.
Maisie doesn't know how to cheat.
That's right.
Can't
Can't look at the chat because I want the chat to be able to guess as well, but that means that you can't be in the chat. I'll let you know if people talk to you because I have it up, but if people say something, I'll pass it on. But yeah, they're doing petty things to each other in the windows. This is great. All right, let's get into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
First round of the game is called Top Speed. I need to have my phone up so I can go over all these things. There we go.
Of course he doesn't remember.
That's right. Top Speed is our point builder round. Our contestants are going to have 1 minute to answer as many of these 10 questions correctly as possible. Right answers are worth 5 points apiece. You're each going to have a turn at it, so we're just going to go in order from top to bottom. You can pass on a question. We'll try to get back to it if there's time. I'm going to spoil it for you. There probably won't be, but you never know. If you really fly through the other ones, there might be time to circle back.
Do you want us to answer on the board or just yell
You're
it
answering
out?
aloud. People are taking turns, so the other two of you are going to shut the fuck up when someone else is going, and then we're going to go, and then you'll have your turn after that. Okay? Any questions?
So we're taking turns. Got it.
I noticed that my timer is also not the way it was supposed to be. That's fine. I just set that earlier too. It's not a big deal.
Oh,
1
okay.
minute on the clock, not whatever that was.
So each team gets a full minute.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, for our team that I'm going to designate as Daisy,
I like it.
Yeah.
Our
we-
dog is almost named Daisy. Continue.
I would prefer it if only one of you has a designated answer, but it's going to have to be quick, so if you shout over each other, I'm just going to have to accept the first thing I hear. Just keep that in mind, okay?
Okay.
So it might be better if one of you just kind of decides, and then if the other person has to consult or whatever, or if you're just not sure and one person jumps in. Just know that because there's two of you in this weird format that was probably not good for the first episode, we are going for it, though. So,
Okay.
all right. Doug and Maisie, you have 1 minute on the clock. Are you ready?
No.
Yeah.
You probably never
One of
will
us
be.
is.
Then your time starts now. A 2010 study found that nearly 70% of what imported item failed to live up to its claims of being extra virgin.
Olive oil.
Olive oil is correct. On average, what denomination of U.S. paper currency remains in circulation for the longest time?
Pass.
$100 bill. In the business abbreviation R&D, the R stands for what?
Research.
Correct. One of the sport's most famous players, Prince William, captained what team at the University of St. Andrews?
Pass.
Water polo. People who are cyberchondriacs obsessively use the internet to hunt for what?
Bad news.
Medical information. In politics, the accusatory acronym RINO, R-I-N-O, stands for Republican in what?
Name only.
Name only is correct. A person who works full-time and gets paid bi-weekly would receive how many paychecks in 1 year?
26.
26 is correct. In the U.S., the Sherwin-Williams Company is the largest producer of what product?
Paint.
I think that was in time. I was
It
watching
was.
the milliseconds.
It was.
All right,
It was a
5
question.
correct
That-
answers, 25
Good job,
points.
Doug.
It was unless it
Thanks,
matters.
Maisie.
And then it
I'm
was
here
not.
for support.
I'll be
No,
honest,
I'd
even in
say
testing, I had a
probably
feeling we weren't going to get through all 10 questions, but I'll use this for the future.
You probably should have guessed a currency. You know, there's only 5 of them.
Yeah.
You're the banker, dude. We're not bankers.
I don't look at money.
Chris,
I
I
just
didn't
see
do too
numbers
fast.
and
I mean,
like,
not too fast,
app.
but like too fast for this. But I'm going to ask it anyways. Can we answer before you finish?
Yes.
Okay.
The difficulty is going to be if I don't hear it properly. I think because of me being in the studio, it's going to be fine. If it was over Skype, I think that'd be hard.
I
But
can't imagine this ever happening.
you
but
can
I
go
wanna
for it
ask.
because it is based on speed. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can try for it. Of course, the risk is, in the abbreviation R&D, and you're
Yeah.
like, development. It's like,
Yep.
sorry.
Ah.
What's the R stand for?
If I said research and development, would you give me that?
No.
No, because it was the what does the R stand for?
But I. All right, fair. That's fair.
All right, a good showing. I think 5 or 6 is going to be good for this round, so a solid start for our team in the top window. Dave, you're up second. I got to reset the timer.
You guys, I'm gonna be so on the spot. I'm not gonna get any of these
He's gonna
right.
freeze
And
so
all the
long.
shit that I've talked about trivia players for years is gonna come back crashing back on me.
Now, the
Can't
good news
wait.
is this is the only speed round, and while I wanted to try and implement rounds where people buzzed in like a Jeopardy or something, the difficulty is the Skype delay. Even though it is small, it would still kind of favor the people who are here in studio in person, even if it's a half second, milliseconds. So this is the only round that's like this, so don't worry too much if speed's not your game. Also, the later rounds are worth more points, so that's that too. Okay, Dave, your minute is about ready to start. Are you good to go?
I have a minute to win it.
Your time
Wow.
starts now. On television, Dr. Gregory House's apartment number is 221B, a nod to what famous literary sleuth's address?
Sherlock Holmes.
Correct. In the classic animated movie The Little Mermaid, Ariel's best friend is a fish named what?
Flounder.
Flounder's correct. A breakthrough in fashion, jeggings are leggings designed to look like what?
Jeans.
Jeans is correct. Perhaps best known in its computerized version, Klondike is a popular variety of what card game?
Euchre.
Solitaire. A
Solitaire.
new spin on the BLT, the increasingly popular BLAT sandwich, typically comes with what bacon,
Avocado.
lettuce, tomato, and avocado is correct. Each year, the Bram Stoker Awards are presented to writers of what literary genre?
Or
Horror is correct. Used to test vision, the Snellen eye chart typically has what bold single letter in the top
E.
row? E is correct. Which planet is often called the Earth's twin because it's nearly the same size and diameter?
Venus.
Venus is correct. What classic TV show is the inspiration for the text message service This Message Will Self-Destruct.com?
Get Smart.
Mission Impossible. Formed in 1998, 30 Seconds to Mars is a Los Angeles-based rock band led by
Okay.
what actor?
I feel a little better. I knew most of those, so
Yeah.
Most of them. I didn't know all of them, Dave. You got something I didn't know or I would not have gotten quickly. So good job.
8 correct answers, 40 points. The last answer, of course, was Jared Leto.
I did know Mission Impossible, though.
Would not know that. But they said that Get Smart too, though. Just so.
Well, because...
Could have been.
Get Smart came before Mission Impossible, though.
That's not what the website was based on.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
No, it's fine. You're right. I'm wrong.
You
I
are
know.
wrong.
It was a good guess, to be
You-
clear. Like it
Dave,
was not unreasonable.
You are wrong. Yes.
All right. Last one to go in the first round is Sean.
Oh, God. This is going to be so... Pass. Pass. Pass.
I don't know. You have 1 minute on the clock. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Your time starts now. A Spanish-speaking person refers to what national holiday as Dia de Trabajo?
No idea.
Labor Day. Regardless of his name, a man without any clothes is cheekily said to be going the full what?
Monty.
Monty's correct. In what country do people normally answer the phone by saying moshi moshi?
Brazil.
Japan. Suspense novelist Robert Ludlum created what well-known movie character?
Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne is correct. At a 2007 charity auction, the winner paid $64,800 for a saxophone belonging to what former U.S. president?
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton is correct. The high school dance known as prom is actually short for what word?
Promenade.
Promenade is correct. On a standard bingo card, the free space is in the column beneath what letter?
I.
N. Before playing a cheerleading coach on Glee, Jane Lynch played the manager of Smart Tech in what comedy film?
Role models.
The 40-year-old version. The popular slang term nom, which refers to eating something yummy, derives from what Sesame Street character?
No idea.
Cookie Monster. And time is up.
Oh, yeah. Good
You
answer.
know me, Sean!
I actually know Jane Lynch in one movie, and it's Role Models, so that's what I went with.
The funny part, Sean, is the only one out of that I didn't know was the one you got. Was one of the ones you got right, Jason Bourne. I didn't know that one.
Yep.
All right.
Cookie Monster probably would have been a good guess, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to waste time. Like it's like if it's not coming.
Yeah. You got to get some more questions. They're worth 5 points. If you spend 10 seconds on one, you might miss 2 other questions.
Yep.
So, all right, that brings us to the end of the point builder round. Top speed. It is 40 points for Dave, 25 points for Doug and Maisie, 20 points for Sean. I'll have to keep updating those for the people who are not watching, but the idea is that you can enjoy this on the audio version as well. Yeah, I have a feeling there's going to be a slight echo with them. I'm not sure what else we can do there other than fix it later. Hopefully it's not too terrible, but it sounds like it's not too bad, folks in chat. Let me know real quick before we switch.
I mean, it's not like Maisie's saying anything anyway.
Dude, I don't know shit. I'm not good at trivia.
You're there to support Doug.
Yeah.
All right, also doing a work thing, because that also is happening.
I'm
Okay,
hoping
great.
I fixed it.
All right, that's the point builder round. Let's switch to the main round, shall we? There we are. Hey, I'm in the middle. Hi, what's going on? Hey,
Wow,
hey,
that's
I'm over here now.
Hey,
What's up?
Jumped.
I know. All right, so each of you is going to get a chance to choose one of these games that we're playing on the board. The 4 that you can select from, because again, people listening, we have Back to Basics, Crazy Price, Big Match, and Oh Bleep. Previously, if there hadn't been horrible things happening before the stream started, you probably would have had very little idea what these are. You might have an inclination now, but regardless, we'll once again start from the top. So, Doug and Maisie, which one would you like to pick?
Okay, back to basics for
Is there
2000.
Chris? So is the intent for them to be surprises, or like can you give like a?
The intent was going to be for them to be surprises the first time, and then when they popped up again in a future game, you would know what they were potentially.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, so
I could
just
also just go over it, but let's stick
choose
to
what
the
you like,
surprise.
Chris, Doug.
They went back to basics, and unsurprisingly, this is definitely not a "Are you smarter than a 5th grader" ripoff. Don't be ridiculous. Don't
Cute.
say stupid things.
Cute.
I can't see any resemblance whatsoever.
Now, the difference here, of course, is it's not just one person playing and trying to win $1 million, because we don't have that kind of budget, and there's also, the chance for everybody to earn points here. So you're going to need your whiteboards for this game. Each subject's level is going to correspond to points, so it's 5 points per grade level. So the first grade questions that are super easy are only worth 5 points apiece, but the 5th grade ones that get a little tougher are worth as many as 25. Everyone gets to answer. We'll show the whiteboards once you've written it down, and you can all collect or lose points.
Ooh,
I'm just kidding. You
ooh.
won't lose points.
Oh,
You just get 0.
That would have been cool. Okay, all right.
There will be rounds in which you can lose points.
was
This is not
ready.
one of them. So we're going to start again from the top. We'll probably have to do this with least points in the future, but it's fine for my own sanity. So Doug and Maisie, pick your first school subject, please.
Second grade animals? Okay, yeah, second grade animals.
Second grade animals. Very well. Here is your second grade animals question. True or false? The porcupine is a type of rodent. True or false? The porcupine is a type of rodent. Write your answers on the whiteboard, please, and hold it up back facing to me once you're locked in. So let me know when we can reveal.
You gotta use.
Ah!
Chris, wait.
All right, here we go.
All right, go ahead and show your answers. We have triple F for false.
Wow, how economic of you to
They're
just put an
marsupial,
F.
right?
And the correct answer is true.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
So unfortunately, no points for any of our contestants.
Everyone loses points.
I wanted to put true.
You know, of course they're not a marsupial. They don't have a pouch. I'm an idiot.
All right, Dave, we're coming to you now. Pick your favorite school subject.
Well, fourth grade math, clearly.
Dave, I want you to know that to illustrate our differences, I was going to say you gravitate to fourth grade math. I'm going to gravitate to fifth grade vocabulary.
All right, your fourth grade math question. How many degrees are there in each angle of an equilateral triangle? How many degrees are there in each angle of an equilateral triangle? Or equilateral, you can say it both ways. We don't really have a timer for this round. Obviously, if it gets to be excessive, we'll start to be like, hey.
I don't know. Fucking,
Also, I noticed that Doug is on the wrong layer somehow on this slide. I'll fix that.
Fucking math, dude.
There we go. There's their score. All right, everybody's got their answer. Go ahead and reveal.
No!
33.
60
not
degrees
Like, it has to add up to something.
Is
I
the
forgot
correct answer.
what it was.
20 points for both Daisy and Dave.
Oh, 180. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Oh, I'm learning stuff.
And you know how fifth grader goes, where it's like you're gonna hear the answer to a lot of these and be like, "Oh God," because it's like,
yeah.
it's so easy, it's almost meant to trip you up. All right, I got their score back on the screen. I'm excited about that. Now I gotta scroll back up to categories. That's great. Switch to this. Okay.
Fifth grade vocabulary.
Fifth grade vocabulary, Sean would like, and so he shall get. Fifth grade vocabulary question
Dave,
is:
I have a feeling. Be careful what you wish for.
What two-word phrase derived from Italian is a musical term meaning to sing without accompaniment? What two-word phrase derived from Italian is a musical term meaning to sing without accompaniment?
Are you gonna nail us in spelling?
Everybody's locked in. No, I will not. We'll
Okay.
take the general idea.
I'm really glad that you're not.
Wow.
It indeed
Acapella.
is a cappella. 25
Sweet.
points for everybody. Inflation in full effect here.
What the hell is Aka?
Aka, Pella.
Yeah, like AKA, you know.
Yeah,
Also known as Pella.
yeah.
A without.
That's right. Okay, back to the categories. We head back to the top. Doug and Maisie, your choice, please.
Go for it.
Second grade spelling.
This one, the spelling will matter.
Yes, it will. Second grade spelling. And the question is, which is the correct spelling of the word that means a person who runs a school? And of course, that word is principal. I can say it, but I can't put it on the screen because that would be a trap.
Yeah,
But you could have.
Bad medicine.
I could have. All right, our answers, please.
Is this one I do?
Principal, correct on all three counts. That's 10 points for all three teams.
Because they're your pal.
That is how you remember. The old memory device. All right, we head back to the board. Dave, your decision. 6 categories left.
Baby.
U.S. history, 4th grade.
Great,
That is it.
Okay.
great.
4th grade U.S. history. The question is, there are 2 U.S. presidents who are buried in Arlington National Cemetery. William Taft is one of them. Who is the other?
That'd be a big casket.
2 U.S. presidents buried in Arlington National Cemetery. William Taft is one. Who is the other president buried there?
George W. Bush.
He's not dead.
Joe Biden.
He is.
Sure.
A couple people locked in. Sean writing down his answer.
Dude, no fucking clue. Hopefully this is a president, actually.
We have Andrew Jackson. We have JFK. We have Teddy Roosevelt. John F. Kennedy is the correct answer.
Damn,
Oh,
Dave.
Oh, shit.
20 points for
Nice.
Dave.
I should have known that. I did a diorama.
Oh, yeah.
For those curious, I mean, there's a couple different prerequisites for it. One of them is you have to have served in the military. Kennedy's one of the ones who did. He served in Vietnam. All right, we go back to the category board here. Once I clear this question, terrific. Sean, your choice.
Oh shit. Astronomy.
5th grade astronomy. The question is, what country was the first to put a human in space? What country was the first to put a human into space? And chat, I see you guessing along and stuff. Some right, some wrong. By all means, keep doing it. They can't see you.
All right.
Everybody's in?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and show. Soviet Union is the correct answer. We will accept Russia as well. It was not Russia yet, technically, but it's still close enough that we'll take it. So 25 points for everybody. The judges conferred. They knew in advance that might be a possibility. All right, 25 points across the board. Just for a number check-in for people listening and not watching along. Dave's up to 140, Daisy at 105, Sean at 80. Still lots of time left and plenty more games to come, though. Each of you gets to make one more selection, so there'll be one category that goes unselected. Doug and Maisie, we're back to you.
I'll go music.
1st grade music. And the question is, true or false? The conga is a type of musical instrument in the percussion family. True or false? The conga is a type of musical instrument in the percussion family. Everybody looks like they're locked in. Go ahead and reveal. We have a true, a false, and a true. The correct answer is true.
Get fucked,
It's a drum.
Dave. Get fucked,
It's
Dave.
a dance.
So 5 points for Daisy and 5 points for Sean. They catch up a little bit. We head back to the category choices. Dave, 3 to go from, 2 to go.
Well, I gotta pick geography.
3rd grade geography.
And a flute's a chimney, Dave. Get fucked.
And the question is, Scandinavia is located on what continent?
I should have waited to talk shit.
Lots of game left. Scandinavia is located on what continent? 2 answers locked in. Sean, looking to the heavens for help. God's going to sit this one out.
God, please. If you're
Please.
there.
It's me, Margaret.
I don't know, man.
You got 1 second chance, dude.
I'm not even convinced this is a continent.
Okay, we're revealing. Europe, and Asia. Correct answer is Europe.
Woo!
Oh, darn.
So that's 15 points for Dave and for Sean. Bringing him to triple digits as well.
That Europe was a continent, Sean?
Dude, I gotta tell you, for a second, I was second guessing that.
All right, Sean, your choice of the last 2 categories. One of them will go unused.
Health. Let's go for more points.
3rd grade health. So it's our last question of this round, and the question is, in the human body, the optic nerve sends signals from the eye to what other organ? In the human body, the optic nerve sends signals from the eye to what other organ? Dave is locked in.
I think we would get that wrong. We were on that. No, not yet. Don't give Sean the answer.
Yeah, we're good.
We have brain,
Okay.
brain, and brain. That is the
I
correct
was
answer.
like, am I overthinking this one? Turns out,
Yeah.
yes, I was. It was just
I thought that was an S, Sean, for brain.
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 And I was gonna say, no, it's not right because there's only one brain.
I was
Maybe for you, Dave.
Yeah, maybe for you.
That's true. Dave
Although,
has 2 brains.
Yeah, I can't say I
Not
have 2 brains when you're
very
beating me by like 60 points.
So that brings us to the end of Back to Basics. Score update, Dave with 170 points, Daisy with 125, Sean with 115.
I caught up a little bit.
A little bit. Let's go back to the categories. Dave, it gets to be your turn to select from our 3 remaining games, Crazy Price, Big Match, and Oh Bleep.
Let's do Bleep.
Oh Bleep it is. I have to push the right button for that. There we go.
Oh,
Oh, there's a timer. Oh, no.
There is
Oh.
Okay.
a timer.
God,
Oh,
no.
shit.
All right, I got to prepare something on my side
He's
real
on
quick.
fire.
Oh, God, please. Oh, please, no.
okay. Everybody.
All right. Oh Bleep is catchphrase, basically. Our contestants will have 1 minute, which I need to set on the clock again. Why this timer is not holding on to that minute, I will never understand. It's fine. We'll figure it out in post. There's no post. All right, our contestants will have 1 minute apiece to try and get as many of these clues correct as possible. I will, of course, will be giving them. It's the only way to be consistent. But, yes, there's really no other rules to it. Of course, if I give a bad clue, you also do have unlimited passes because it's timed. So you can decide, like, it's not going anywhere. I don't feel like I'm going to get it. So you can decide to pass. I will not choose to do so. I'm going to try my honest best unless I'm just, like, baffled. But it's fine.
I'm going to pass everyone. I'm sorry. So, okay, you already answered it. One team is going to get the full minute to
Correct.
go. Okay.
And correct answers in this round, I believe, are 10 points apiece. Let me scroll here. That's right.
That's
10
a good way
points
to go
apiece.
about it. Because the problem with catchphrase in person, although it's casual, nobody cares. Like, you just hold on to it.
And
at the
get
last second,
minute
say
and-
what it is, and then it gets, yeah.
Yeah, so it does work around that nicely, but it's also why you can pass because there's not any, like... you know,
Yeah.
You're just trying to get as many points as possible, so if you want to get out of a question, you can.
So we're trying to guess the word that you have, Chris, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Who is going first?
We're just going to go left to right again.
Okay.
In the last round, we have an actual order to it based on who's winning, but for this particular stuff, doesn't really matter a ton. So,
All right.
Doug and Maisie, 1 minute on the clock. Are you ready?
Yes.
They look super ready.
Either one of you could have said yes.
I've been thinking about what the fuck catchphrase is for the past 5 minutes, so I don't think I'm ready.
It's where I'm just going to give you clues without saying the name of a word or phrase to try and guess that word or phrase. If I use any part of the word or phrase, it's null and void. But I'm not
Also,
gonna
that's
do
a great
that.
question to have when Chris asks, do you have any questions?
That's right.
But
Oh,
that's fine.
Sorry.
All right. Anyways, here we go. This is the name of a famous train depot. It's 3 words. The first word is like 100, the candy bar with 100 blank. It's like a major train hub. You can pass if you
What?
want.
Pass.
Grand Central
Pass.
Station. It's an astrological sign. The first 3 letters of the 6-letter word are like what precious jewels are called.
Gemini.
Gemini is correct. This is a flower that you blow on to spread its seeds.
Dandelion.
Dandelion's correct. This is what you would put your posterior on when you're sitting around a table to make it softer. 2 words.
Chair pillow.
It's another word like whoopee blank.
Whoopee cushion.
Yep, and then the first word is like what you would take a.
A black cushion.
Why don't you have a blank?
A cushion.
Robert, seat cushion.
Cushion. I think she got it. Is the answer cushion?
The answer is cushion, yes. Seat cushion. Doug did get it, but it was after time had expired.
Yeah, guys, don't you remember the cush? It's a cushion.
The good news is you get multiple cracks at this, so you don't have to worry too much yet. You did get 20 points there. 2 correct answers. Dave, it's your turn. Reset that clock to 1 minute. 1 minute,
Okay.
motherfucker. Production, I swear to God. Okay. Dave, are you ready?
We're ready.
Time starts now. This is a word for like a diagonal attack on someone or a back blank on your keyboard.
Flash.
Correct. Not north butt.
South.
That was a joke. Not cold butt.
Hot.
And this is where you would go in like an anime or something, or like just another fancy word for like what Yellowstone has, and it's geyser.
Okay. Hot springs.
Yes. This is a 3-word phrase that has to do with like lazy summers and an animal that's not a cat.
Holiday afternoon.
Yes. This is the 2 spices that are white and black.
Salt and pepper.
This is a thing that you put around just underneath your hand to tell us time.
A watch.
More specific. Around your thing
wristwatch.
below your hand.
Wristwatch.
Yes. The apple bottom jeans and
Boots with the fur.
fur boots, yes. And this is a TV show with the other Deschanel that has dead people.
So, Bones.
Bones, yeah.
So,
I wouldn't know it.
that's a good key, though, is just like catchphrase, if you say the thing in any order, it still counts.
Yes. For people who don't know what catchphrase is, that's a good reminder because, yeah. So you just have to basically say it in some order. We're not going to make you be like, okay, now put it together. Now flip the word. We don't believe in that shit here in this household.
I love that Chris's clue for boots was apple bottom jeans.
I'm like, it has both boots and fur in it, so fuck it.
Man, sometimes luck though.
Yeah.
You got bones, which you wouldn't have gotten in the regular thing.
But that was the
And then you
last
got
one.
what? You got south.
Yeah, south, and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh boy.
fucking South.
Great.
Hot,
Luck of the
salt,
draw.
pepper.
Yep, that's part of the game.
Yep.
All right.
All right, Sean, you're up next. We got to
Let's do
reset
it.
the timer to 1 minute. Boom. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is a spice that also refers to redheads. Derogative. It's also the name of a Spice Girl. It's also the name of a Gilligan's Island character. Or
Pass.
Ginger. The football team in Philadelphia. I think this is the one that's
Eagles.
playing. Nope, it's the one that's playing when the stadium falls apart in the Batman movie. It's the Steel City. I can't say steel. God damn it.
Oh, Steelers?
Yeah.
Oh.
A large, round, not vegetable, but the opposite of that.
Fruit?
And then the things that turn into raisins.
Prunes.
It's a snack that you would feed
grapes.
rich people. Yes.
Grapes.
The team that Kawhi Leonard plays for.
Clippers.
This is like the entirety of space. What it's called specifically
The
are 9
universe.
planets. Our 9 planets are in
Galaxy.
this.
Milky Way galaxy.
It's another word for energy you get from the sun,
Solar.
and then the name for the whole collection of planets.
Solar system.
Solar system.
So you should give Sean the points for the Steelers one because they're in Pittsburgh, not Philadelphia. He said Philadelphia. I'm
Fair
okay
enough.
with the points.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm human.
I do know the Pittsburgh Steelers, to be fair. If this was a baseball question, that'd be a lot
Pirates.
tougher.
Yeah.
Pirates. Yeah.
He gets the 10 points. I've given it to him.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Ties him up with Daisy.
Yes.
Daisy is back to you. We do this twice.
Oh, here we go.
Minute back on the clock. God, these buttons are so
We don't
tiny
need
in this view.
whiteboard for this, but that's okay.
No, you're ready. Are you
Yes.
ready? Okay.
Are you ready?
Then your time starts now. The opposite of a cold when your forehead gets real hot.
Fever.
Fever is correct. The dinosaurs went this.
Extinct.
This is the tool used in geometry with like a pointed end and a pencil that spins.
Compass.
The other one,
Pass.
protractor. When you have a 2-tire device and you pop up on the back one and ride.
Wheelie?
Wheelie is correct.
Good job.
What you would do with a stick with a ring on it and a liquid that makes round objects come out. all-
Blow bubbles.
Yeah, that's it. Blow bubbles. A circle that turns in on itself before it reaches a point in the middle. It's also like, God, it's a character from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And time is up.
Sorry. No.
It's a spiral. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh.
I'll be very honest.
What
This
is
is a game we
that?
probably won't do much going forward, but I wanted to do it once to try it out. So.
Yeah.
It's my chance to play a
I
little
like
bit.
it.
Did get 4 correct answers there, so up to 185. Dave,
Yeah.
1 minute back on the clock.
How many rounds are we going to do? Just for now?
2. So this is
There.
your second of 2, and then Sean will go last, and that'll be it for this round. All right, Dave, are you ready? Time starts now. Your favorite cartoon show?
Bob Burgers?
Okay,
Simpsons?
no, the one with all the foul-mouthed people and Kenny and Stan.
Oh, South Park.
Not chocolate, but
Vanilla?
and the really condensed version of it that you use like drops of in baking.
Vanilla extract.
Yes, I haven't been marking as correct answers. 1, 2. The very common like rock-like surface on kitchen countertops.
Granite.
Another one. You've
Quartz.
lost your.
Marbles. Marble.
This is the street east or south of the ice of the 60 in Phoenix.
Southern?
No, the other way.
Baseline.
Yeah. David Blank, the guy who did Labyrinth.
Blank.
singer.
Oh, Copperfield.
No,
No.
the singer. It's
Pass, I'm not gonna think
the
of
name
it.
of a knife that Boy Scouts.
Bowie.
Okay.
Bowie.
Bowie is correct. The founder of Apple.
Steve Jobs.
We're out of time.
Man, I love David Copperfield in Labyrinth.
Shut up. The first
Incredible performance.
Yeah. Okay. 5 correct answers, up to 290 points. We'll get a score recap at the end here. Sean?
Okay, is Bob's Burgers really your favorite cartoon? Because I feel like it's South Park.
Well, no. South Park, well, okay, maybe it used to be, but South Park has waned in the past few
Yeah, when you said
Okay.
Bob's Burgers, I was like, yeah, that's right.
Okay,
That's
okay. I was just checking.
Should have just said like Cartman. That would have been a lot better. All right. Why does Dave sound like a Decepticon? I don't know. Does he?
Oh, no, it sounds like a deception.
Sounds like Dave's
Well, I knew what he meant.
cheating.
All right. Sean, are you ready?
Yes.
Our last go of this round.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
Time starts
Can't get any worse.
now. The name of the series featuring not Luigi, but...
Super Mario
And then they are...
Brothers.
This is what David Copperfield does.
Magic.
Not the north, but the opposite.
South.
And it's the other side of the world. It's
Pole?
where this. This is a thing that covers water that can be raised.
Covers water.
So it's
a bridge, drawbridge.
Yes,
Okay.
drawbridge. So I don't even know if I can get people to say that one. This is the type of pan that you would put things in, like chicken, if you wanted to prepare it. It's also what Rapunzel hits people with in the movie.
Frying pan.
I just subtracted points. I'll fix that. This is the breakfast thing you eat. Not a donut, but one without any frosting.
Bagel.
This is the sailor man who eats spinach.
Popeye.
This is the thing that's made of black that you wear around your finger.
A ring. Wedding ring.
Yes, wedding ring. Just
Woo!
in time.
Whoo boy.
Something that you don't have.
Something you lost.
Something I lost. Respect for Dave.
I think that was 8 correct
Yeah.
answers. Am I right? Am I right? Because you were at 145. I believe that's correct.
Yeah, that sounds
I
right.
looked like you were clicking it every time. So
100 points off. I mean, I don't think Sean has that many points.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, then we're all right. Good.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Thank you. Maybe negative.
okay, that was a much
All right.
better showing for me.
At
You
the
caught up
end,
a little
Thank
bit.
God.
yeah. At the end of O Bleep, Dave in the lead with 290 points. Sean moved into the second with 225. Daisy not too far behind with 185. Let's head back to the category, shall we? We have 2 left. It's Sean's decision. Big
God.
match and crazy price.
I'm gonna go big match because I'm afraid Crazy Price is gonna be like The Price is Right.
Yep.
Could be.
With all of the sexual shit and.
That's old era. That's early Bob
Yeah,
Barker.
with the casual misogyny and racism.
God.
All right, big match it is. Hey, big match is going to look oddly familiar.
Bob Barker's like, oh,
Yeah.
you speak Mexican? But he's like, I was born in Detroit.
I don't understand this line of questioning.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to Big Match. Big Match might look suspiciously like Hit List, which means we're now pulling from our own games as well. But
Sweet.
just the one.
That's what I was hoping for.
Just the one. You're going to have 10 minutes on the clock. I need to put that 10 minutes on the clock.
But it's got a new name, so therefore it is brand new.
That's right. It's the game we've never played before.
Yeah.
For people who are
It's,
unaware who didn't see the earlier version of
Buzzsaw.
this, Hit List is basically our contestants are going to take turns giving answers on this board. There's going to be 29 correct answers on it for those who can't see it. There are usually as many as 30. There's a 10-minute timer, and this is supposed to be 20 seconds, but again, everything's broken, so it's fine. We'll fix that real quick. Terrific. A 20-second shot clock. If they don't answer, they'll have passed to the next player.
All right.
And you're just trying to get as many of these correct answers as possible. Right answers worth 10 points apiece.
And we're probably going one round on this one.
Just the one round.
Okay.
So be prepared for that. I'll put the question up here in a second, but before we start, any questions?
Maisie,
Who's
now would be the time for if you have
We're going
questions.
just same order, top to bottom, right?
Going top to bottom, yes. And in this case, again, the two of you can talk amongst yourself. You have 20 seconds, but give me one answer between the two of you, please. All right.
Okay.
So here we go. This timer's going to be in the way there. I'll put it
This
down
game
here.
usually doesn't take the full 10 minutes because we'll start to peter out. But
And I
we'll
remind
see.
you, with 2 minutes left or less, you can choose to bow out,
Yeah.
which puts the other contestants on the clock. They have to keep giving correct answers or the round ends. But that's a strategy thing, because if you do that, you also can't give any more correct answers. Okay, so here we go for Big Match. The question for this one. Since 1989, People magazine has named 29 different men their sexiest man alive, though 2 years were skipped. 1993, when they chose a couple, and 1994, when they awarded it retroactively in 2015. Regardless, 29 unique sexiest men alive. Name those 29 men. The clock has started. And Doug, you have 20 seconds to answer. Or Maisie.
Don't mind us. We're just going to be taking our time writing out as many answers at first. And
It's a smart play. You're not the only one doing it that way.
okay.
You got 3 seconds now.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. God, these are in reverse order. I'm going to have to fix that for the future. Is a correct answer. 2018.
Better than that.
Dave.
Brad Pitt was one of them.
Brad Pitt, certainly one of them. Once I find him. There he is. God, again, this is reversed. Oh, that's going to be so bad for me. All right, let me think. 21. Got it.
My turn.
There he is. 1995.
Nice.
Sean, your turn.
We have to give these in order. Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd is, that would be nice and easy for me, I have to be honest. Paul Rudd is the most recent, 2021, that's correct. Dave, Doug and Maisie.
Ryan Reynolds.
Did you say Brian Reynolds?
Ryan!
Okay, just checking.
Ryan Reynolds is up there, yes. 2010.
My ear!
Yeah. Dave.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 17. He's on there, yes. 2005. Sean, back to you.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordaning. He is still going in order. We'd love to see it. 2020, that's correct answer. Daisy.
Oh,
Yeah. We'll go with Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom
Where my house is haunted.
is not on the list. Dave.
Yeah, I'm already getting low on my list.
Yeah. It's probably not, but Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. Horrific Monster, not on the list.
That's so.
And yes, this song does slap. It's from Shantae.
I mean, like, Tom Cruise has to be on there somewhere.
That's a good guess.
Tom Cruise, the second man to ever win it. 1990. He's on the list. Back to Daisy. See, now I don't have to fill dead air. We can just jam out.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum is on the list. 2012.
David Beckham.
David Beckham is on the list. 2015.
There's no way that huge jacked man is not on the list.
That's a good one.
Hugh Jackman is on the list, indeed. 2008.
I'm gonna go with John Hamm.
John Hamm, regrettably, has not been named Sexiest Man Alive.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, who looks really hideous in the Elvis movie. Not on the list.
Yeah.
The Rock?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is on the list.
What?
2016.
Good.
Back to the top.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is not on the list.
God damn it.
This is one of my bigger stretches, but Fabio.
Fabio, not on the list.
This is starting to get real stretched for me. I'm gonna say Daniel Craig.
Actually, weirdly enough, don't think he has,
Okay,
which I was
all right.
surprised by. I thought initially that was the correct answer, but no. He should have. He's beautiful.
I know, right?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp is on the list.
That's
He's
a-
our other two-time winner.
That's a really bad omission.
Wow.
on my
2009,
part.
2003.
That's really bad.
Wow. Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan's on the list.
Fuck, Dave, you just took my fucking guess.
2001.
Well, you said Daniel Craig, so I thought of another Bond.
Yeah, I know.
This is why the shot clock's so good. 5 seconds.
Say like Michael Jordan. I don't think he ever got that though.
Regular type. Yeah, regular type Michael Jordan. Not on the list.
Michael A. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael C. Jordan.
The only good guess in Space Jam 2. The only good joke in Space Jam 2.
Yeah, that was really good. By far the funniest thing that happened.
Oh yeah.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford is on the list.
What? I thought he was too old for that.
1998.
Not 98, dude.
What? Let's go Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper's on the list. 2011.
I'm a little surprised at that.
I got it. He's my love.
People like him.
Robert Downey Jr.
That is on my list.
On your list, but not this one.
Yeah.
A good guess. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds-ish left on the clock, by the way, for our listeners.
Is it our turn?
Yes.
Can we do Daniel Radcliffe?
He may not.
You may.
I mean,
and
but
If you want to give a wrong answer,
It's
sure.
not on the
Yeah,
list.
true.
what
He
the
was
fuck?
like, I mean, he was 12 in 2000, so that's a bad start. I'm gonna go with, well, you had The Rock on it, so John Cena.
John Cena's not on the list.
Also incorrect. Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt is not on the
I
list.
didn't think so. Fuck.
He's everywhere, but not the list.
So is John Cena.
Ewan McGregor.
Probably should be under consideration, especially because he looks better as he ages. Not on the list.
God damn, he's so fucking beautiful.
Oh, it's my turn, shoot. Ben
Yeah.
Affleck.
Ben Affleck is on the list.
I guess I'm not
2002.
Oh,
Denzel Washington has to be on the list, or this list is fucked.
I mean, it's People Magazine's list. It's not my fault. He is on the list. 1996. Back to the top. We are nearing the 2-minute mark. I will remind you, you can choose to bow out and force the others to keep giving correct answers. But of course, if they do
I'm
so,
going
they
to
can
go
mark
with
points.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady is not on the list.
what?
Matt Damon.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Dave, you piece of shit.
Yep. Matt Damon, 2007, is on the list.
Am I taking all of yours?
Yes?
Well,
You're
Denzel's
so
on my
lucky
list.
you're going ahead of me, man. That's 2 now. That's 2 directly before I was going to make that exact guess.
Ah!
Perfect.
I need to think more. For the sake of time, I'm going to say
Out of the time.
Chris Evans, but he's not going to be on the list. So.
He is not, and time is up. Back to the top. Minute 20 left.
Sean Connery.
Sounds too old to be on the list. He is.
He's
Very
still
first
pretty
one.
hot.
1989. Correct.
I actually, man, I was thinking that because of the whole Bond thing, but geez, that's 3. Bond guess. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, 3 Bonds, and we can't get fucking Daniel Craig on this. Jean-Claude Van Damme not on the list.
Okay.
There's going to be a couple you kick yourselves over.
Just already have that.
There's one real bad one.
Viggo Mortensen.
God damn it!
Not on the list.
Oh,
Doug and Maisie?
Harry Styles.
Oh, not a bad guess. I don't think so.
People think he's attractive. People, apparently, magazine did not. Dave?
Dang.
5 seconds.
Adam Levine, the Maroon 5 guy.
He's on the list.
Ah,
2013.
Justin Timberlake is definitely on the list then.
it's that skinny. Oh, that's a good call. How did I think of that?
Justin Timberlake is not on the list. Real quick, you guys can get a guess in.
I can.
How the fuck is
I'll give him,
Justin
I'll give him the
Timberlake
shot clock.
not on the fucking
Oh, the
list?
shot clock died. If you have a guess right now, you can put it in.
What? No! Elijah Wood!
Elijah Wood, not on the list. It was all for naught.
Anthony Fauci.
Anthony Fauci is on the list.
Rudy Giuliani!
If they named most hideous people these days, maybe. All right. Well, at the end of big match, about the same as where we started. I think Dave pulled away a little bit more. He's up to 370. Sean at 285. Maisie and Doug 245. Let's go over the ones you missed because that's half the fun, right? You started naming musical artists, but you didn't pick this one. I don't even know what clue to give you for it. He plays the piano and
Billy Joel.
I think he sang "All of You."
John Legend.
Oh, what's
John
his
Legend.
face? Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta put the answers on the board.
I can't even
There we
really
go.
remember his name now, let alone for the game.
John Legend, 2019. 2017 was a country singer.
Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton.
Tim McGraw.
Yeah, was
Um,
Tim McGraw ever on the list?
2014 was an Avenger. The
Robert
ripped
Downey.
one.
Man, so I got Chris Evans, but it was fucking the other Chris.
Chris Hemsworth.
Oh.
The worst one that you missed is this one. He won twice, 2006 and 1997. Probably the most considered to be like the classically attractive actor.
Oh, George Clooney.
George
Oh, yeah.
Clooney.
I didn't have to get that one.
I don't know. But like you said, it's different when the clock's ticking and stuff. So it's not meant to be like, you guys suck. It's just like, it's amazing what you can miss under the pressure. 2004 is a British actor.
I was trying to think of British actors too,
You
but
have
I
a
blanked.
cracker.
He's in, God.
Hugh Laurie.
He's Watson in Sherlock Holmes. He's in much better things than that, but it's the first one that comes to mind. Jude Law.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good one.
shit.
Yeah, he was hot.
This is not like when I was a kid.
And then some of our older ones, tougher to some extent. This is the other two-time winner. God, what the hell? This is where I'm going to draw a blank on like what they're in. I'll get you a clue because I'm blanking on all the
Give me a
movies.
clue.
Pretty Woman, that's a good one.
Oh, Richard Gere.
Oh, Richard Gere.
Wow.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that come up on the list, I'm like, yeah, that's what he's definitely known for. An actor who's been pretty consistent ever since he won in 1994. He was young back then. Now he's older. He's been in a somewhat of a flop of a video game recently as well. He was in Speed. He was in The Matrix.
Oh,
Keanu
Keanu
Reeves,
Reeves was on the list?
Keanu Reeves in 1994.
Huh.
He was young then.
And now I don't have a clue for Nick Nolte. I know who that is, but I couldn't tell you shit about Nick Nolte
Yeah.
from
I
1992.
don't even know who that is really.
And then Dirty Dancing and
Patrick
Swayze.
Swayze.
Pottery and
Yeah.
Ghost and Patrick Swayze. 1991.
Okay.
So there
Chris
you go.
Hemsworth is the one. You know, I didn't think any of them were on, but Hemsworth being on and Evans not. Fine.
What can
Fine,
you do, right?
People
You know,
Magazine.
what are you gonna do?
Fucking piece of shit.
Fine People magazine.
There's
All
no
right.
reason your fucking readership
for
is
ordering
down.
their magazine. I'm kidding.
We head back to the categories board. Dave in the lead, Sean in second, Daisy in third. Normally we would just do 3 and leave the 4th category on the board, but it's the first week and we're not recording after this, so the hell with it. Let's do all 4 of them, shall we? So we go for Crazy Price with crazy music. I gotta scroll up to it.
Dave's gonna have an advantage on this one because he's such a penny pincher.
I do pay attention to sales.
Yeah, well, there you
I have the
go.
fries. I pull up the fries. No, actually, this is gonna be my problem. If this is retail price, I always pay attention to sale price, so I don't know what actual retail prices
Dave
are.
goes to the store, he's like, this is 5 cents more than usual. I'm not gonna buy.
I demand to see the manager
Yeah.
and adjust this price.
I would like to do a price match, please. Courtney pulling her hair out. 'cause she's
This
so
isn't what
fair.
where it was listed. It was listed at this location.
Yeah, it's like, babe, we need diapers.
The,
No.
last week, your ad last week said this.
Yeah.
No, that's Dave and Courtney.
Oh.
Alrighty,
Sean's
Crazy
over
Price.
here, "Hey, we need diapers.
Girl, no.
Crazy Price is a pricing game. Can you believe that?
What?
Contestants, your task here is going to be to choose which of these 3 products in a set is the most expensive of the 3. You can
All
kind of
right.
see it on the screen already, so that shouldn't shock you. Which of the 3 is the most expensive? You're going to need your whiteboards for this because everyone gets to guess on each set.
Do you want to do like ABC?
But we have
the-
1, 2, 3. You'll see
Okay.
them in a minute.
Great.
But yeah, left to right, 1, 2, 3. So put down the number of your guess and if you get the correct answer, you're also going to want to put down the price. Now, of course, you're not going to know if it's correct till you answer, but still, put down your pick for the correct answer and what price you think it is.
Is this pre or post inflation?
These are
Just
recent,
kidding.
as of a week ago when I made this slide.
I am going to be real bad at this game. Let me just say that right
Correct
now.
answers are worth 20 points apiece and a bonus 10 to the contestant who's closest to the actual retail price. Of course, these are actually all off of Amazon. They are not sale prices. They're the regular price.
I was giving Dave shit, but it's to cover up my own, what you're going to see, ineptitude.
That's usually where bullying comes from, your own insecurities.
There you go.
I mean, the good news is you have a 1 in 3 chance.
Said by a
Everybody
classic
does.
bully.
All right, let's take a look at our first set of items. First up, we have the Meat Shredder Claws. 4.6 stars of reviews on Amazon on 165 reviews. These heavy-duty stainless steel meat claws are designed for handling larger pieces of meat such as roasts, turkeys, chickens, and hams. Slide your fingers between the blades for a firm grip and shred a smoked pork butt into pulled pork in a matter of minutes.
No dignity.
You forgot to say,
required.
and
You have your fingers.
you forgot to say, and become Wolverine.
You get to be Wolverine, kind of. Yeah, so look at that. It's kind of cool.
Pretty cool. Pretty classy.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have the Nicolas Cage sequin pillowcase. Or sequin, you can say it both.
Priceless.
4.7 stars on Amazon with 3,700 reviews.
Take
Doug
my
actually
money.
makes a really good point. What if you can attribute no cost to a thing?
Right, or negative value. You can guess that. This is a glitter pillow with a funny face. Our throw pillow comes in 2 color combinations with a unique funny face, making it a great way to spruce up your home and garden when you host parties. Can also help you
You
relieve
said-
your stress and anxiety.
I think funny
You said
faces.
funny. You didn't say the face of God.
I know.
Yeah, funny face. I think it's up to interpretation. All right, what's the last
It's
one?
approximately 16 inches by 16 inches for the record, for our people wondering if that might matter for the price. And item number 3, we have Maisie's favorite, the bacon bandages. 4.6 stars on Amazon with almost 4,000 reviews. And this is the description. This is what I'm taking these from. So when I read this, just know that it's from that, not me. Ouch! That's smart! Treat your minor cuts, scrapes, and scratches with the incredible healing power of meat. And if a fancy bandage isn't enough to dry up your tears, how about a free prize? Each set comes in a 3 3/4 inch tall metal pocket tin and contains a small trinket to help make even the ouchiest owies feel all better in no time. This is a package of 15 bandages per tin. So, whether it's item 1, item 2, or item 3, lock in your answer and the price that you believe it is. Chat, of course, you also can guess on this. This is an easy one. You have plenty of time to do it. It's not like it's rapid fire. I'll give you time to write stuff.
So we're gonna say which one it is, the most expensive, and the cost.
Yes.
How
so
do the point breaks down? Is it the closest to get the cost?
it's a bonus 10 points for that, but it's 20 points for just picking the right one.
Okay.
So that's the more important part.
And if we get it exactly,
There is a bonus.
okay, great, wonderful. Hope you're ready to get bonused out of your.
And as usual,
mind,
just hold it
Dave.
up. I think all 3 are ready. Okay, let's go ahead and show. So, and you know what? For this one, fuck it. Let's talk about why you picked the one you did. So let's start from the top. So, Doug, just say what you did because it's good radio and why.
We picked the Nicolas Cage pillow because they have to license his face. You'd think so, anyway.
Okay. Dave, which one did you go with?
Well, I don't want the other 2. The meat claws actually have some sort of value, so I picked the meat claws.
Okay.
I also went with meat claws, but I thought they were a lot more expensive than you did. I went
Yeah.
based on review though, because I thought 4.6 or whatever out of 5. That's pretty good. They're probably quality, so that was my hope.
Okay. The correct answer is the Meat Shredder Claws. Item number 1, $16.99,
Wow.
which means Dave is closer. So,
Yikes.
Bonus 10 points for him. Sean adds 20 points as well for getting it correct. Daisy, unfortunately,
Basically, Sean, you've been ripped off.
$16
I know.
too much.
I know.
the Nicolas Cage sequin pillow was $12.99 and the bacon bandages were $8.99.
You're a discerning eye, Dave. I can tell by the sheen of the metal, those are not quality.
The grip is good rubber.
Yeah,
Comfort.
yeah.
All right, we have 3 sets of these. Let's try set number 2. First up, we have the Party City custom life-size cardboard cutout. 4.4 stars on Amazon with 307 reviews. Whether you want guests to take endless photos with the VIP or you want to make an appearance at a party you can't personally attend, our custom standee is ideal for your next event. Easily customize this standee with a photo of yourself, your friend, your family member, and use it as a decoration or photo booth prop at a birthday, graduation, or wedding for a personal touch.
It doesn't say what it's made out of, does it? In that,
It's
Cardboard.
oh, okay.
Yeah, actually say that, yes.
It is a novelty thing.
Yeah.
That's right. Next up, we have the Karaoke Earphone. Consists of a funnel-shaped microphone that covers your entire mouth. It's hooked up to a single earpiece, so you can still hear every poignant syllable, elegant note, and melody-breaking croak that comes out of your mouth. To use, simply put the earpiece on your ear, make sure to hook it in securely, and put the wide section of the mic over your mouth. From there, just start singing. Not the best reviews. 3.6 stars on Amazon on 584
Is she
reviews.
singing or getting waterboarded there? I can't exactly tell.
What is she singing? She's singing Bon Jovi.
Maybe.
Probably. As you can notice, there's a bit of, Japanese characters in here, so we can only imagine. Or our third and wonderful item in this set, the Ostrich Pillow Travel Pillow. This revolutionary sensation Ostrich Pillow Original is the ultimate immersive travel pillow. Use it for a power nap, lounging at home, or wherever you may be without moving an inch. Just slip it on and you're off to dreamland. With its unique design, this travel pillow will disconnect you from your surroundings, reducing the light and ambient sound. With an opening on the front side, you can breathe easily, and there are 2 more openings for your hands on the side. That's 3.9 stars on Amazon on 330 reviews. So once again, I will ask you, item number 1, the custom life-size cardboard cutout. Item 2, the karaoke earphone. Or item 3, the Ostrich Pillow Travel Pillow.
Which of these would you rather be seen with at any point?
Well, clearly I'd want to be seen with the cardboard cutout of myself.
See, I'm thinking I buy number 2 to kill Maisie, and then I use number 1 to make it seem like she's like still around.
And then you take number 3 and take a nap.
Oh, I'm not ready. I'm cheating. I'm so sorry. I wasn't ready. I was just holding it up.
To be fair, you guys do need to cheat a little bit.
Damn.
Okay, hold on.
Dave, I think we were thinking
We're very close to each
we
other.
were thinking similar though, because I bet you this one is tricky for me.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God, go!
Not gonna matter.
Don't leave me.
All right, let's see. Let's show. Okay, got it.
I bet
All right.
you it's pretty close.
Talk about why. So, Maisie, that's your call first.
I don't know.
Which one did you go with and why?
Great.
I feel like pillows are really expensive, and especially like the head pillows are.
I mean,
Great, thank you.
so Maisie picks the pillow. I also picked the pillow because when you look at cardboard, cardboard is cheap. Yeah, you gotta print a picture, but that's not that expensive anymore. That karaoke thing is like a piece of plastic and a little like plastic tube. There's nothing to it except cheap plastic, so that's not it. So the pillow.
I went with the pillow as well, but I'm gonna say I bet you number 1 is closer than we're gonna think. I would guess because sometimes that like the printing of a personalized photo can cost money, the life-size element. So we'll see.
That's what Mike said in chat as well. Mentioned the exact same thing. So you were simpatico with him. The correct answer.
With number 3, what makes you look like Sid? That's a good cosplay item.
That's right. Or a baster, one or the other. The correct answer is number 3. 20 points for everybody. Maisie and Doug were closest, however, with $35. You guys have been pretty far off on all of these. Now, to be fair, these are weird-ass items. But
How much did you guess it was, Maisie?
$35, the highest of the 3, right?
Oh, what was the total?
$98.
Holy tamale.
Which might be part of why it only has 3.9 stars for its reviews.
Yikes.
I mean, it looks pretty heavy duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
My God. How much was the cardboard thing? Just
Cardboard
so I know?
cutout was $69.99.
I knew it was more expensive than we thought.
And the karaoke earphone, while it was the cheapest of the 3, was $57.05.
Wow, okay. This whole round blew. I got lucky then, to be honest.
Maybe
So
too. I cheated off YouTube.
Don't tell them that. All right, our final set. Here we go. First up, we have the cat butt tissue holder. This tabby cat is just trying to help out by keeping your tissue close at hand. You'll have no trouble finding it, whether in the bathroom, bedroom, or den.
I hate it.
A standard square tissue box fits inside. You're certain to get loads of laughs, and visitors to your powder room or office will love to grab a tissue from this quirky cat. That's about a foot long by about 9 inches wide for size. 4.7 stars, by the way. 4.7 stars on 1,366 reviews.
I hate people and cats.
Or is it item number 2? The Mac Candle number 2. Worked out in the second spot, I guess. In celebration of the 10-year anniversary of iPhone, one of the most influential products to ever come to market, we introduced Inspire, the new Mac 2.0 candle. Inspire's scent features strong notes of bergamot and armoire with hints of lemon, tarragon, amber, and musk, all of which can help clear the mind of clutter and stimulate creativity.
It smells like technology. You'll love it.
Smells like sweatshops. Or is it item number 3? The Thanos swimsuit male one piece. Our all-over designs are printed on ultra-soft fabric and then individually sewn together to ensure a flawless graphic and a comfortable fit. Inside, there's a microfiber knit moisture-wicking liner that contours your form and is meant to flatter.
I hate it.
For the record, the Mac Candle was 4.1 stars on only 55 ratings, and this Thanos swimsuit is 4.5 stars on only 61 ratings.
Chris, what was the first thing made out of? Did it say?
It was made out of like porcelain, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Hey, Sean, what's your size real quick?
Unitard.
You better not. I will never wear that.
All right.
And not even because of the piece, because of the Thanos face.
I like that his shin is part of the penis.
I like the idea of you showing up at a pool and being like, I am inevitable.
God. All right.
Chat, in between games, I'll try something that might fix the echo, but it's fine. All right, everybody locked in or no?
No!
I'm making
No.
a big... What?
Not
Why? You're waiting for us to flip it over first again?
Hold on. Do you want to lose, Doug?
Uh-oh.
Damn, things are getting serious over in the Fiala household.
No,
That is a good question.
It's not that much. Jesus Christ.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Flip.
No.
Are you guys good?
Yeah.
The two-headed approach seems to be working against them. Okay, we have number 1 for $20. We have number 1 for $35.99 and number 1 for $84.50.
We all went for number 1, so at least we're all wrong together.
Inflation together or nothing together. Correct answer is number 1. I had to scroll back up. I made the mistake of going too early. $39.95, the most expensive of the 3. Fuck. I think that's bonus for Dave, yes.
That's
Yeah.
me.
There we go. The Thanos swimsuit, $35.99, and the Mac Candle, $30.
They're all close.
All pretty close.
Actually, the first 2 were around what I thought, but I thought the cat was a lot more.
I like his eyes are where the nips are.
Yeah, he's off-putting.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of want to just leave him on the screen for a little bit longer, you know? Like, there he is.
Oh, damn.
And there he goes.
All right, so final round. Here we go.
We come back to the categories. It's like when you're playing Mega Man and you're like trying to go to Dr. Wily's world. There's no more bosses to fight, so now we have to go to the final round.
I hope there's an equivalent of like a 4-point shot.
Hey, real quick chat. First of all, Dave, talk.
Hey, I'm winning right now. It's kind of fun.
Okay, is Dave echoing? Doug and Maisie, talk.
Hello.
And or is the music echoing? Because that's my other concern, is that that's fixed their echo and added music echo. Let me know, chat. As it is, I'll probably start explaining the final round, because I'll be talking for that. It doesn't matter if they're echoing. So, of course you're broken too. Why not? It's fine. It's easy to fix. Boom. Now it's in frame. All right. Let me resize this if it would
They say
cooperate.
we're good. We have no echoes.
No echoes. Terrific. I don't know why we had to go that route, but it's going to work for now. We'll figure it out later. This is Lockdown, the final round. So, in this round, our teams/players will be answering 5 general knowledge true/false questions. That's it.
Okay.
Correct answers allow you to spin the wheel for points. You're also going to start with 2 spins apiece. That's what the red column is. And then the black column is the ones you're going to earn along the way. We'll talk about what the spins mean once the trivia part's over, and more about the wheel and stuff. But for the time being,
stuff on the wheel.
there is some scary stuff on the wheel. We'll talk about it.
All right.
So, first of all, you're just going to answer 5 true-false questions. So we're going to have you write them all down at once.
Okay.
A piece. We'll reveal them all at the end, so I'll read all 5 questions.
Oh, okay.
I'll give a pause in between so you can answer them, but we're just going to write all 5 answers, then go over them at the end, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, again, true, false. Trying to get these correct answers for spins because almost everything on the board is good. There is a couple things on the wheel that are not.
Almost.
Our first true-false question. Stockholm Syndrome is an inner ear disorder characterized by a ringing in the ears and dizziness. True or false? Stockholm Syndrome is an inner ear disorder characterized by a ringing in the ears and dizziness. Question 2. South America is larger than Antarctica. True or false? South America is larger than Antarctica. Question 3. Mercury's atmosphere is made up totally of carbon dioxide. True or false? Mercury's atmosphere is made up totally of carbon dioxide. Question 4. Only female ducks quack. True or false? Only female ducks quack. And question 5. Cyclophobia is the fear of bicycles. True or false? Cyclophobia is the fear of bicycles.
Dave, true or false? This song is from Phoenix Wright.
True.
False. Ace Attorney Chronicles, you fucking idiot.
Attorney Chronicles.
The old
I feel
trick
like
question.
Pretty close.
So is everybody locked in?
Everybody good on those 5? You need me to read any of them again?
Yeah.
I'll figure out a way to put them on the screen in the future. I was having a hard time with the real estate,
Because
so
I
I
want
just
to
decided
say
to read them.
something, but I don't want to.
No, I wrote them down. So
I
right.
hope.
Everybody's good on all 5?
Can we reveal or not yet?
You can show.
I hope they're all false.
All right. So for
false.
our audio listeners, Doug and Maisie have false, true, false, false, false. Same as Dave. False, true, false, false, false. Sean has all false.
Oh, I believe nothing.
Let's go
News
through them.
media's lying to you.
It's fake news.
This is good. No one can gain on me in just the questions part, except Sean can maybe gain a little.
Sean
Yeah.
can get 1 or 2, I
but
think. 1.
I have a
1.
feeling I was
One.
wrong.
All right, let's go one by one. Stockholm Syndrome is an inner ear disorder characterized by ringing in the ears and dizziness. You all said false. You're all correct.
Hostage.
Hostage thing where you get familiar with your captors.
That's,
So
that's what I'm doing to Maisie right now. Prolonged Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh, I've put things in the margins. I've ruined everything. Hold on. So that's a spin for everybody. South America is larger than Antarctica. We had 2 trues and a false on this. It is true. Believe it or not, its landmass is greater than Antarctica. That means a spin for Daisy and a spin for...
It's deceptive with the maps that
I had true and I changed it.
Mercury's atmosphere is made up totally of carbon dioxide. We had 3 falses on this, and the correct answer is false. There is no atmosphere.
And that one, right?
It's part of why the temperature is so harsh and unrelenting. So that's a spin for everybody. Number 4 was only female ducks quack. Triple false on this one. Correct answer is true.
Really?
I almost put that.
Male ducks make some kind of like raspy noise, but they don't quack. Only female ducks do. And question 5 was cyclophobia is the fear of bicycles. I believe this was all falses again, right?
Yep. Yep.
And the correct answer is true.
What?
It sounds so dumb, it's unbelievable, but
I
it is
really thought like
true.
cyclone, like the prefix would mean more
Or
than.
like
Fine. All right.
maybe repeating
I have
things.
Yeah.
Not
like a
bicycle.
world war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like,
So we head to our final stretch here. I forgot I'm in the bigger camera now. Ooh, hi. Wow. I'm over here. What's up? we spin the wheel and we just see who's going to end up winning this game. This is sort of akin to Press Your Luck, where the 2 spins that everybody starts with are required spins. You have to take those. And then afterwards, we'll start going through the spins that you earned from the questions. We're going to start with the team that's in last place. So it's a little bit of an advantage for the team that comes in the lead because they get to go last and kind of see how things are progressing. But of course, the wheel's going to decide. You can choose, once you get rid of the red spins, to pass your remaining earned spins. If you do pass, it's going to go to the player that's in the lead. Or for the player who is in the lead, it's going to go to the player who's closest. So keep that in mind. We'll talk about that again as a reminder once we get through the forced spins, but we'll see where we stand after that.
Oh, interesting.
You each have 2 spins that you're forced to take. There's a lot of good stuff on this wheel. For the listeners, you can't really see it, but we'll talk about what comes up. There are point values anywhere from 5 to 50. There are a few things that grant additional spins. There are 4 spaces that can steal points from a player of your choosing, either 10 or 25. There are 2 tiny 100-point slivers. There are 3 tiny bankrupt slivers.
So when you say bankrupt,
you go to 0.
Okay.
But they're small.
So our lifeblood is Dave's like bane. Like we want a bunch of spins. Dave ideally doesn't want any, at least for right now. Yeah, exactly.
And there's 3 other spaces that are on there just for the listeners. We have 2 double spins, again, tiny slivers, and 1 triple spin. That will obviously then have to spin again right afterwards, and whatever happens is either doubled or tripled. If you hit those consecutively, yeah, you can get a 6x spin or something. It's real unlikely because they're tiny slivers. They're a fifth the size of some of the other spaces. The last thing to keep in mind on this, and this is where the strategy is going to come in down the stretch, when you hit a space on the wheel, it disappears.
Okay.
So after more spins are taken, the easier to hit spaces may be gone, and some of the slimmer spaces are going to be wider.
Okay.
So the more we spin, the more odds that they're going to bankrupt.
Right. Or yourself.
Or maybe the more odds you'll hit the bankrupt.
I swear to God, if you guys bankrupt before it gets to Dave.
No, that's what you're here for.
Yeah.
All right, so we start with the team that is in 3rd place. That is Daisy. Then it'll be Sean, and then Dave. That order is going to continue until we're at some kind of result.
That was my question.
Before any spin, once we're through the forced ones, you can decide to pass. So I'll ask that question. But first, each of you has taken 2 spins, so let's get to it. Daisy, this is your first spin.
Big money. Big money, no whammies.
That's right.
Big money, woo!
35 points. I suppose, real quick as a reminder, especially for the listeners, Dave's in first with 450. Sean has 345. And Daisy came into this with 295. They just hit 35 points, however, so they're all the way up to 330 now.
What do you get for second place?
The respect of not being dead last.
Okay, I'll have to think about it.
And you'll notice that space is gone now. So, Sean, your first forced spin. It did happen once in my testing. It was like the second spin was a bankrupt, even as tiny as it was. I'm like, well, that's going to be bad.
So are we supposed to, is the arrow like right in the, at the top of the center?
It's in the bottom. It's in the middle.
Yeah. It'll tell you.
See here?
Oh, it's right there. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Okay.
John
Gotcha.
got 30 in his second
Yes,
spin.
got 30 on his second, or his first forced spin, excuse me.
Yeah.
Dave, your first forced one.
Knowing Dave's
wait
like
to
he's going
lose.
to get the like 100 pointer. That's like
Ooh,
great.
he got past the interesting stretch.
Yeah,
25 points.
I am just fine with 25 points.
It's like Monopoly right now.
All right. Each of you has one more forced spin, and then we'll start looking at passing and whatnot. So, Daisy, we're back to you. This is your second required spin.
Roll.
20 points. Brings them to 350, and they're out of forced
Yeah,
spins.
get those numbers up higher.
Sean, we're back to you. Forced spin number 2. Ooh, just short of the 50 in a spin. Hits 20 points instead, brings him to 395. Dave at 475, his final forced spin, and then we'll start talking decisions.
Close to that 50.
It was
So close to that 50 plus the spin.
a pixel away.
Yeah. But I'll take that.
You don't need that.
Really? Great. Excellent. It's not going to matter when Dave bankrupts.
All right. So, with the conclusion of the forced spins, Dave's still in the lead, 525. Sean in second, 395. Daisy, 350 in third.
So if I pass my 2 spins, does that go into Dave's as forced spins?
Correct. Any past spins
Great.
are required
Okay.
to take. If you hit a bankrupt, any forced spins go into the earned column, and you can pass them at that point. But of course, if you do hit a bankrupt, you're probably going to want to spin at least once to get some points so that you have more if somebody else bankrupts.
Yeah.
just as a general strategy. You're free to, of course, do whatever you want. So we continue in the same order. Daisy, you have 3 spins you can take. Spin or pass?
Spin.
I mean, yeah, you have to.
Lots of big stuff on the board here that could be game-changing all on its own.
Spin it, Mr.
Well, they're in the danger zone. They just skipped out of a bankrupt into 5
So
plus
the
spin.
plus spin, is that
So
forced or bonus?
those are bonus.
Okay.
So they still have 3 spins, and they got 5 points.
Yeah.
So the spin could be valuable. Sean, we're back to you. 2 spins. Spin or pass?
Yeah, it's a spin. I mean, if I bankrupt, I bankrupt. YOLO.
Pretty big amount. 40 points brings him to 435. Dave, we come to you with 525. 3 spins left.
That's not in the wood, not out of the woods yet, so I'm gonna spin.
Okay.
3 bankrupts up there. Oh, come on.
It's just 100.
Oh.
The rich get richer.
Oh boy, that was close.
If you're trying to teach your kids about the horrors of capitalism, make sure they're out of bed right now.
That's
watching
right.
the episode.
All right, Daisy, we're back to you. You have the most spins left, but you're in 3rd place. 3 spins. What's your call?
We gotta spin.
Oh, yeah.
Spin it is.
We're gonna spin.
Okay.
That's what
50
you need.
points and a spin brings you to 405, and you still have 3 spins left. There's still some huge points out there, but of course the bankrupts are just getting a little bit larger every time. We go back to Sean. You have 1 spin left, 435, 2nd place. If you pass, it would go to Dave.
I'm going to pass.
All right. So Sean goes to 0. Dave gets 1 in the forced column, which you will now take. So we might as well get it out of the way. It's your turn. So here's Dave's forced spin. He'll have 2 left in the earn column after this.
Oh.
It flirted with the bankrupt, but it stopped just short. 30 points brings him to 655. He no longer has a forced spin, but he has 2 in the earn column. Daisy, back to you. 405, 3rd place, 3 spins.
Spin it.
Bankrupt's just getting a little bit bigger every time. A double spin. So we go again immediately. This is going to be 2 times whatever, including double bankrupt, which, is funny. Just a steal 10, which becomes a steal 20. Who would you like to steal 20 points from?
Okay, yeah, we'll do it, Dave.
Seems like the right call, yeah.
I want my husband to like me, Doug.
All right, Dave, we're back to you. 635, 1st place, 2 spins that you can choose to do with.
I am going to pass.
He passes them. They'll go to Sean,
Oh.
because he's in
Fuck.
2nd place.
Yeah. All
But
right.
the order dictates that we go back to Daisy. So Daisy, 2 spins. If you pass, they would go to Dave. You're in 3rd place, but only by 10 points.
Oh, that's rough that I don't even get to go yet.
We'll spin it.
You're spinning?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're in our conclusion here. There are still 2 more spaces that give spins. This is one of them. They've hit all of them somehow. 40 points and a spin, so you still have 2 spins left. 465 moves you into 2nd place. We go to Sean now, who's 3rd now with 435. 2 spins he has to take.
Fuck.
There's 100 on there, a double, a triple, 3 bankrupts. Steal 10 is safe. Who would you like to steal 10 points from?
Steal from Dave. I don't give a shit about 2nd.
So 1 more forced spin. Obviously,
2nd was the knowledge and honor that you wouldn't be dead last.
I don't give a fuck.
that might be important. 10 points and a spin. So you go to 455, still 3rd place. You get a spin in the earned column. But we go back to Daisy now. 2 spins, 465, 2nd place. Passing we go to Dave.
Force Dave to spin twice. I think.
Sure, fuck it, do it.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna pass and force Dave to spin twice.
Force Dave to spin twice. We do go back to Sean first because he's the 2nd in the order before Dave. You have 1 spin.
I gotta spin.
His choice to do with it what he will. Let's see what happens. Misses the bankrupts. It's in between them on the steal 25.
I'm gonna steal from Doug to Daisy. Sorry.
Okay.
What?
That takes them down to 440.
My only hope is basically for Dave to hit bankrupt.
Well, you
That's not entirely true, but that's pretty. No, it is true. I'm out of spins, so.
So we're down to this. Dave has 2 spins he has to take. There are no more plus spins on the wheel, so some combination of outcomes is going to lead to the end of this game. Dave currently leads with 625. Sean's in second with 480. Daisy's been eliminated, unfortunately. Well, that's actually not true. If Dave hits a bankrupt in the first spin, it can get interesting. So, here's Dave's first forced spin. It all comes down to this. This looks like it's going to be in the safe zone. It's in the 45. Now, the downside of that, of course, is the 45 is one of the biggest spaces left. So now those bankrupts are looking hella fine.
But that 15 takes up half of the damn thing.
That's true.
The 15 is basically about 40% of the wheel. There's still a triple spin, a double spin, 3 bankrupts, 100, and a steal 25. If Dave hits a bankrupt, Sean wins. If he hits a triple or double spin, we'll spin again. Otherwise, Dave is the winner. Here we go. It's on the safe side of the board.
Oh!
A steal 25. You can't steal from anybody that's going to make a difference, but you can pick your favorite.
I'll take it from Sean.
Okay. It still leaves him in second place with 455. A Dave with 695 points. You are tonight's winner in the first night of Trivia Night.
Dang.
Woo!
We made it interesting.
It got the randomness of the wheel. Woohoo, boy.
Spin it again, Dave. Chris,
All right, I'll spin it again.
Spin it. We're gonna see.
We didn't hit a single bankrupt.
This is the Howie Mandel. You made
a
good
great
deal.
choice. Hit the 15. Now watch the size of the bankrupts now. Blow.
Yeah.
And if you guys had
Actually, had we got to this wheel, had there been more, had people got more answers right, I would have been fucked.
could have been, yeah.
Because
But
the only thing that could have happened was bankrupt. If I had 2 more spins, I would have been automatically lost.
Now keep in mind the one rule I didn't talk about because we didn't get close enough to it is once all the point values are gone, it's over.
Okay.
So if you end up with double spin and a bankrupt and whatever, that's it. There has to be some kind of point value left.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that can't prevent you from just having to spin until you hit bankrupts. All right. So I realized we needed to have a winner screen with a victory theme. I should have switched to that as soon as I said Dave was the winner. I forgot I made it. I'll be very honest. So that means Dave wins this first night. Sean finishes in second. Daisy finishes in third. I'm going to actually switch to the 4-shot just so we can talk without having music in the background.
Dave, you win, so you get to play in next week's show. Congratulations.
Sounds good. I can do that.
Okay. You heard it here first, folks.
Everyone knows that next week we have no show due to the 4th, so...
I
We may
said the
have a
next
show.
show. I didn't
We'll
say
see.
next week's show.
He did say next week's
No,
show.
I said next.
I actually haven't really figured out what's happening with that, if we're going to skip or not. So we'll see. Maybe we don't have a show. We haven't actually talked about it yet. All right. So real quick on air, what'd you think? Be honest.
Oh, I mean, I always love trivia. I suck at it.
Yeah, this is
As more time goes on, I realize I'm worse and worse at trivia. But I still love it, and I still have fun. And this, I like the different types of games. Pretty impressive what we can accomplish with somewhat limited setup here. We got a bunch of different games. It was fun. Good variety.
I always love trivia. It's one of my favorite things to do. I am very impressed, Chris, with your ability to be like the host of The Chase, where you are just rattling off that question. Correct. Move on to the next one. That was you channeled what's her face from that. I don't know her name in that show, unfortunately.
Brooke Burns, because we don't talk about the new host.
Yeah, I was going to
Oh,
say, which one? Doug and
But, yeah.
Maisie.
Yeah, no, the team situation here was fun too. So I wouldn't mind a teams night too. That'd be cool.
We could probably figure
we
out a way
have
to do
it,
it.
yeah.
We could have Dave and Courtney. We could do Sean and whoever's here, Cody. They can stop their blood feud long enough to coexist.
That would be a good team right there.
I mean, we
Sean
can
and
basically
Michaela.
just do Jackbox one night, right?
Yeah, I mean, I could just start stealing things. We're playing Jackbox. I made this.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate everybody. Go ahead. Sorry.
I said, you made this?
Yeah,
I made
this. I also appreciate everybody in the chat. I was keeping an eye on you. I wish it was a little bit more interactive for the players, but of course, if we want you to be able to guess along, they can't really follow along. But I was, passing along some notes and stuff. So I appreciate everybody tuned in.
I'm sure I lost the chat as well. So
They had some pros and some cons. They did well in a couple rounds. There was a couple where they were way off too. And the pricing games are tough. Let's be honest. There's really no basis for those. They're just meant to be funny. So.
Yeah.
All right, that's the end of the episode. keep an eye out next Tuesday. You'll usually see a notice in advance if there's a show, or if not, I'll make a community post and let people know. I think there will be. It's going to be me who has to cancel, if anybody, but we'll see how it goes as we get closer. But thank you for tuning in. Trivia Night will certainly be back. I have other new games in the mix. We'll bring back some of these as well. And I hope you enjoyed it. We'll
Dave's
see you next time.
Next week's show.
That's
Stay
right.
tuned.
Let's see what trouble he gets us into.
What a humdinger.
In between shows, objectionnetwork.com, youtube.com/objectionnetwork. We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.